I think this one goes live directly. So we'll just be doing our thing, just taking questions if anybody has questions, um, while we work on some veteran stuff this morning. Just to chat, just basically having a sit down chat with people. This one will be on this will be on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So if anybody wants or has any questions, they can go ahead and ask away there. That shouldn't be an issue, and we should just do it that way. I know a lot of people are going to probably have a whole bunch of mentions and stuff concerning yesterday. Um, if they do, they do. That's not something that's uh, out of the question. But we'll just continue just doing some veteran stuff as we work through stuff in the morning. So, in case anybody has any questions or anything of the sort, I'm gonna just be working on updating my stuff. As we've decided, that's what we're gonna be doing. During the mornings, basically, it'll be a. That's what I think we're gonna do. Evenings we'll do our regular talks, and then mornings we'll do our political talks to make sure if any. Well, mornings we'll do talks on anything that has to do with veteran stuff, so that way people can get their information and get any questions they have answered. And we'll go about it that way because I haven't been doing as many streams on the veteran aspect of it. So it's just making sure that we continue to speak on the veterans, speak to veterans, get them the information they need, speak on any of the information that they may have questions on, and try to answer questions for people because um, I've put a lot of it on the back burner lately because of a lot of stuff going on, and you can see there's a lot of stuff going on in the world. But yeah, that's basically the main thing to that. So we're just going to do that. If you got questions, go ahead and ask. Otherwise, I don't have any specifics to go over, I would say. We're just updating our Google Drive, making sure our Google Drive has the information that it needs. Um, it's mostly it. What's up, Mel? I don't have a specific topic today, Mel. It's just I'm just going over anything to do with veteran stuff. Just doing veteran stuff this morning because I'm updating a couple of things I need to update on my website and on my tracker. So what's up, Busy? Any topic, y'all know any topic isn't off topic here, but if any veteran questions, anything like that, um, just push them out basically. Any topic, y'all know I don't care about any topics. It's just basically with this is just gonna be doing lives more. I think in the morning it'll be more like veteran concentrated to try to, get more veterans acclimated to the stuff that I do. And then in the evenings probably do the regular talks and have all the topics. But at the same time it's gonna be the same thing going forward. Um which funding exactly, Mel? Because there's funding going when it comes to like partial shutdowns and shutdowns. The problem that happens the most is that the funding, when it comes to the GI Bill and stuff like that, it does get paid. But the thing is most of the time it gets processed slower. So that ends up causing problems sometimes for veterans because of the fact that they don't receive the funding right then and there. Um, so in the case of, let's say you are paying your tuition, right? you get you get that paid, but it's not a lump sum that the school gets. So you are not going to get a full lump sum of the school payment. So it goes in the same way you get your monthly stipend for going to school with the GI Bill. That's basically how they pay the school also. So when it comes to that delay, they don't get that funding right away because there's either somebody ain't doing it or something like that. Stopping in to remind you that you were a beautiful human. Thank you, Morgan. Appreciate that. Um, And it's just that that funding doesn't get there right away. So sometimes it does cause problems for certain veterans because certain schools don't have that understanding with the VA. Bigger schools usually do that, do get a lot of veterans in there. They usually get that understanding like, oh, okay, we know that if something happens, we're gonna get paid. What's up, political? I was just like those schools that have a lot of veterans, usually those universities that are around schools or take a lot of a lot of funding from veterans, they know that they're gonna get paid. The thing is for those smaller schools, is not as lenient because of the fact that it's just like they don't have the ability to be like, hey, if we don't have this veteran population paying their money, we're gonna be okay, kind of thing. So, but they're gonna get paid, so they have that understanding with getting paid. So it's not like it doesn't happen. It's just like it happens. Not too much of a big thing, but they pay attention to it and they see what's going on with it. With housing, it depends a lot on the availability and stuff like that because most people they have the VA loan. You can use the VA loan to purchase a home. What most vets don't understand is that you don't have to just buy a single dweller home. You can buy a multi-home, like, what do you call the ones that are shit, I'm blanking out right now. The ones that have like a multi-house, like is two houses next to each other. You can purchase something like that as a vet. You can even purchase something if it's 4 apartments and you just have to reside in one of them. So literally service members could end a duplex. There we go. Thank you for that, Biggie. I was just like a veteran can purchase a duplex with their VA loan. They can purchase a 4 apartment complex. What has to happen is that the veteran has to live in that complex for at least that first year. Oh, they are home. See now, when it comes to the homeless situation, Mel, it's different. Thank you, Ruby. Um, the duplex situation and the homeless situation is different because the thing is when it comes to homeless also, that has to do with what the city provides and what the state provides. So what the city provides for homeless homes to be purchased and be used for that purpose are two different things. So that's when it becomes different because the thing is when it comes to those homeless veterans and they go through the HUD-VASH program, they are supplying what is available through the city as a available dwelling for homeless. So they have like a certain amount that are already set for, hey, this is the amount of housing that we have available for homeless veterans. Now, if that gets fully occupied, that runs into the problem where they don't have any more fully available for them to rent out. So there's programs that do take care of the veterans, but it's depending on the city, depending on the homelessness issue, depending how many homeless you have, that goes into the entirety of it because it changes the situation for it. It's not that they don't want to house them. It's just that there's no available housing because it's like it's a restriction that is just like, hey, we have, let's say, 50 homes that are for the homeless community when it comes to veterans. These are the ones that we have separate because you got to remember they have the homeless vets, then you got homeless people. And it was like there's programs for homeless people and there's programs for homeless vets. The homeless vets have their funding and they have their properties that they have for homeless vets. So it's two different things. Need to hit the damn louder. We all do. But that's two different situations there where people sometimes think that it's not helping. It's just that they don't have all that associated to them. So it's just like with any homeless community or like shelters, like if you have people in the shelter, there's only so many people that you can fit into a shelter. It's not that we don't want to take anybody. It's just that we only have a certain amount of reserved spaces in this shelter. So it's kind of the same thing when it comes to homeless housing. It's just like we have a certain amount of homeless housing and it kind of becomes a first come, first served basis. And then is depending on that. Does the amount depend on the state funding or is it the same across the US? It depends on the state. because each state is different. Each state has a different issue. Because the thing is you have to look at it in the manner of what is the homeless population in that state. How many homeless do you have in that state? Because look at the issue going on in California, where they are trying to take funding to create more housing in, I believe, is what used to be the UCLA. I think it's the UCLA campus. So they're trying to get more money and funding to build more housing in that area because it has more veterans that are homeless in the state of California. Now, if you have a state that doesn't have as many homeless people in general or homeless vets, then they don't have as much. The program doesn't get as much funding because they don't need to request as much funding to be able to get those benefits. So it depends on each state. If it was across the US, it would be one thing, but the thing is you got to remember, like when you look at the different populations, which I had a tracker, I don't know what the hell happened to it. Depending on the state that you live in, that funding is different. California has the highest amount of veterans in total. They're probably going to have a higher number of homeless veterans. So the funding that they provide for homeless veterans is a lot higher than you go to a state like I believe is like Idaho or Wyoming, which has some of the smaller amount of veterans. So if they have a smaller amount of veterans, they most likely have a smaller amount of homeless. So it differs by state. That's the one thing that is, I think, one of the bigger problems with veteran stuff is that not every state has the same thing and not every state operates the same way. So since they don't operate the same way, the things are different, funding is different, and then people try to make it seem like, oh, it's worse here, better here, or something like that, and it doesn't always have to be that case. Yes, and yes, some homeless have been. See, this is the situation that most people don't understand. For some veterans rather be homeless, and that's a topic that a lot of people don't go into enough. Some veterans want to be homeless. Morning, Gina. Some veterans want to be homeless. Some veterans want to stay homeless. Not every veteran wants assistance. That's a big problem that we have with veterans is that not all veterans want assistance. Some want assistance, some don't. Some, like I've had people on the YouTube channel that have come in and they was just like they were mad at the homeless issue and all that stuff. And the reason why he was mad was because when he was homeless, they didn't have the programs that they do now. So he's had this negative connotation with the VA ever since the fact that he didn't receive any veteran assistance, even though there was no programs at the time when he was a homeless person. And he's hated the veteran system since. The VA system, he's hated it because he felt like he was slighted because he didn't get no assistance. So that's what I'm saying. So it comes to it like some veterans rather live homeless. I know there's one on TikTok here that he's homeless and he's on TikTok. You see him, he'll stay places, he'll get food and stuff like that. It's just like, as a salary, some have been taken advantage of to the point that the benefits are being used, but they're still homeless. Yeah, because the thing is you got to remember, for some of these people, they've understood that, and they got used to not having to pay these bills. So, as a homeless person, if they were to, let's say, collect disability payments, they don't have no other bills. They might have a phone bill, but then they're living off in the street. They don't have anything else to worry about. And some of them rather live their lives that way. Some of them don't want to get put into housing. Some of them don't want to be taken care of in that way because they've gotten used to it. And it's just like, hey, I can live the way I do. I can pay for a hotel room. I can pay for this. I can do that. And it was just like, if I need to go and clean up or if it's too cold, I can afford to do that. But then after that, I don't have to worry about any other bills. For some, it's the simplicity of it. And some of them just got so used to it because that's how A lot of those, and most of the time you notice that a lot of the homeless vets end up being in the infantry because that's what they were used to. They were used to not having all that stuff, and they got used to a lot of stuff being provided. But it's not always it's not always that same thought process, I guess you can say. It's a different outlook. But the thing is some of those vets know what they're doing and they use the system to their advantage, which is their right to do because it's something that they earned. Um, but that's a lot of them do that. A lot of them would rather stay out in the street. So it's not like they wouldn't want to be out in the street. They would just rather live their lives outside. They don't want the extra responsibility of having to pay the extra bills, having to pay all this extra stuff. They don't want none of that. So that's something that a lot of people don't talk about and don't understand when it comes to homeless people. A lot of homeless people do that on purpose. A lot of homeless people do it because they don't have to pay the extra bills. They manage to get by and they manage to do what they can, but they don't have the extra bills. They don't have to have the responsibility of paying rent every month, paying a mortgage every month, paying for certain things every month. It's just like it's a different thing. New York City, you see that, you see shit. There was people in New York City growing up that they were homeless and they had a job. They would beg for money on the weekends and during the week they would work. There was one guy I seen that this dude was in a fucking suit Monday through Friday, but on the weekends he was dressed like a bum begging for money on the fucking train. And I recognized him. I was like, bro, haven't I seen you before? He just acted like he ain't know me. I was just like, nah, bro, I seen you in the suit, bro. I know you be working. What the fuck you doing? And it's pretty good money sometimes. If people's donating to you on the train, you make better money than most people do. I was like, you forget that these people go up and down a train car. In less than an hour, they can make easily $25 if people are doing that. I was like, they can make a lot of money just doing that, walking up and down the train cars and just asking for money and stuff like that, and they're going up and down. It was just like, hey, if everybody that you go up to gives you like $1 or something like that, imagine $1 and it's in New York City. There's 9 million people in New York City. How many of them don't take the fucking train? How many of them take the train in the morning? Some of them, look, put it like this. Some people in New York City will give you money just so that the smell that you have on you gets away from them. They don't want to smell you. They'll be like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to have this smell. Hey, bro, here's some money. Get the fuck out of here. People give them money just so that they can move away. Not because they want to get, nah, bro, move away. It was like it's too early in the morning to be smelling like this or dealing with this and stuff like that. It was just that shit happens. They can make money like that, but people don't understand that and people don't think, and these people don't give a fuck because they making money. Imagine you being homeless, but you still banking more than most of the people that work on a daily basis. Talk about I made more money. I made more money just smelling bad than you did looking good, smelling good, and working hard. And I don't got all the bills. That's a major difference right there. People don't talk about those things. People don't acknowledge those things, but that shit happens a lot. It's like growing up in a big city, you realize a lot of that stuff, and you realize that you see a lot of homeless vets. You see a lot of homeless vets in New York City, but the thing is, in New York City, they making money because somebody's giving them money. What up, Sid? I was like, in New York City, people are making money, but that's the thing. Not every place is like New York City. Not every state has resources like that because in New York City, you have shelters. So a veteran, if he needs a warm place or something like that, they can go to a shelter. It's just like that's what it is. People be having that stuff. They just don't live the same way. Cause the thing is people. That's the thing. People understand that in New York City, it's a hustle. You can make money as a hustle, panhandling on the train, panhandling anywhere you are. It's a big ass. It's 9 million people. 9 million people. What are the odds that nobody's gonna give you money or nobody's gonna give you food? You know how many times I've stopped and given a homeless person food in New York City? Where they looked hungry and I just had just bought in some shit and I was just like, you know what, here, hold that. And just gave it to them. And then I went and bought myself something else. You know how many times I've had a fucking homeless person be like, I don't eat that shit. I'm like, the fuck? Like straight up, I don't eat that shit. No, just like, bro, you homeless and you telling me you ain't gonna eat a fucking meal I just gave you? Like, the fuck? Like, and that shit'll happen a lot. You can ask a whole bunch of New Yorkers where a fucking homeless person will act disrespectful as fuck towards you and make you rethink life. Like, bro, did a homeless person just turn down the food I just bought to give them? And you like, what the fuck is wrong with this picture? Like, did this really happen? Yeah, and that's the thing is just like a lot of people do that. They don't like, but that's the thing. The thing is that you can tell the differences with certain homeless people. You can tell who wants the money and who's actually struggling. Because the thing is the person that's struggling like that ain't gonna worry about what the fuck it is you giving them. They just happy at the fact you giving them something. The fact that you giving them something, they better off with that. They better off like that. When they look at that, they better off with you. It was just like, hey man, if this dude is gonna give me food, I'm not gonna turn this shit down. And it was just there's you can see a bunch of videos because you'll see people like you'll see YouTube videos and stuff like that. And it's just like you see all that stuff and it's just like you see those homeless people, you see people looking for food, you see people trying to do better, and it's not always that case. It's not always that case. Some people want to do better, some people don't. Some people are struggling, some people aren't. Some people just probably recently became homeless and don't understand what's actually going on and how to maneuver around and stuff like that. Yeah, all those people, yeah, that happens too. A lot of vegans are out there and they'll be like, hey, I'm vegan. I can't eat this. And I was just like, all right, cool. At least they say that. And I was just like, I can't eat this. I was like, can I get you something else then? And I was just like, and then they'll be like, nah, I appreciate it and stuff like that. So, but and that's what it is. That shit happens all the time. So it's not anything new. It's just that's the thought process of it. Like, homeless people don't always want to deal with that, and that's what it is with homeless veterans. They're not paying attention to that. What's up, Emma? They're not paying attention to that. They're doing what they can because they know that's how they can survive. So they're not concerned with anybody else's stuff. But if you taking care of yourself, I was just like taking care of yourself doesn't mean the same thing for everybody, and that's one thing a lot of people don't understand. Some people think that taking care of themselves means, oh, this is what I have, this is how I take care of myself. That doesn't equate to the same thing as everybody else. Especially when it comes to veterans. Veterans go through different situations. Some have more survival skills than others. Some have more people skills than others. Some have more skills than others. It varies in location, place, and time. But that's just the difference of it everywhere you go. That's not gonna change. All right, what the hell is this? I need to update this. Where am I at? That was 41, 42. The fuck is that? 45, 21, 40502. Oh no, 52. 6 easy. Okay, that just has to be changed. But that's about it. That's why I'm not, like I said, with some veterans, if they want the help, they can get the help. The crazy thing is knowing that some veterans can get the help, don't know where the help is. And then there's ones that just don't want the help. That's the sadder part about it. Some of them just don't want the help. What's up, Ty? Some of them ain't interested in receiving help. That is like you can't really do much about it. You can't really control that aspect of people if they don't want to get the assistance you're trying to give them, or get the assistance that is available to them. That's one of those that, bro, I can't do nothing for you. If you don't want any sort of help, I can't really tell you, oh, this is what's going on. This is what you need to do. This is what you, it's kind of difficult to even get to that point. What's up with this weather though? This shit, I've been fucking sick this whole weekend. That's why I ain't even streaming anything. Y'all can see my face looks drained. I was like, the weather has been fucking me up lately. Shit crazy. 526 easy. Damn, been snowed in for a week? Jesus. Yeah, I know, Gina. That's what I'm saying. It's about to be in the 70s today. And then this damn groundhog came out talk about we still got another 6 weeks. I'm slap the shit out that dude when I see him. If I can't find him, I'm gonna grab the motherfuckers that grabbed his ass out and let him see his shadow. Fuck is wrong with y'all leave that motherfucker alone. You gonna tell me it's gonna be fucking freezing? Yeah, we still gonna be cold for the next fucking 6 weeks, and then you gonna give me 70 fucking degree weather? Man, you got to be fucking kidding me with that bullshit. Talking about, well, got 6 more weeks of winter. Everybody gonna pull up to that groundhog. Hey, bro, you said it was gonna be cold. Why am I in shorts the next week? Like 4 days after you spoke, I'm in shorts. We got problems, bro. Cause then you gonna try to. I could already tell. Watch, we gonna have. It's gonna be right at dawn. It's gonna be right before the fucking, right before that 6 weeks end. I bet you we gonna have another massive storm. Random Dominican version of cream of wheat. Are you arena? Are you talking about the brand, Ruby? I can't remember the brand, but it's called arena. Arena, right? Yeah, arena. People were saying a lot of this fucking blizzard and snow was manufactured. I saw somebody that they sent the water in for test results, and the shit had a whole bunch of aluminum in it and a whole bunch of shit. I don't know. Gina, don't do that. Now, Gina, why would you do that? Gina, open your damn windows. Why the hell you gonna turn on the you gonna turn on the HVAC? Yo, 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 HVAC is gonna be like, what the fuck am I doing on right now? Like, yo, it's too early for this shit. Yo, HVAC in hibernation mode, talking about what the fuck is this? Why am I on at this time of the like what? I ain't even bothered now. My shit is still on heat. I am not. I refuse to turn my shit on. No, just my shit is on straight heat. Cause it's crazy. Cause the thing is fucking. You know what it is to go from 29 fucking degrees in the morning to fucking 75. That shit shouldn't be happening. Swings like that is fucking terrible. That's a crazy ass swing to go from 29 degrees to 75. Like I understand. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people get sick and stuff. Because then the thing is you're gonna have a lot of people that want to do that, and act like you're gonna have people. Watch, you're gonna have people in shorts. Busy mad already. Busy like it's too early for that busy. That's why I was just like, we doing veteran. We just hanging out doing some veteran talk today. I ain't got time for the. I didn't. I watched the Super Bowl. I watched the halftime show, the real halftime show, the real halftime show, not the one that couldn't get enough funding to actually be on every platform. Not that one. I didn't watch that. I couldn't afford to watch the real one. You know what I'm saying? And I knew every song and I could sing every one of them, so I enjoyed it. And the thing is the reason I enjoyed it more because he showed that part of the culture. The best part about it was y'all seen when he woke up that kid that was sleeping on the chair. If you Hispanic, that one hit you in the feels. Why? Because chances are you were that Hispanic kid that fell asleep on the fucking chair in the middle of the fucking party, blaring fucking music, loud as fuck. It's 4 in the morning. You fell asleep. The whole party's still going like it's 12. That's why a lot of people liked it even more because they saw him waking up that kid. Everybody's like, damn, that was me. That's what hit a lot of people. That's what hit a lot of people too. A lot of people saw that shit. It was just like, yo, that was me. The kid at the chair at the party. That was the realest part of it. Every Hispanic knows they were either that kid or they know the kid in the family that fell asleep. It was just like, yeah, they don't know about being dressed up. And then a lot of people didn't realize also that the kid that he gave the Grammy to was the one that got arrested with um his dad. The little kid that he gave the Grammy to, that was the one that 5-year-old that got arrested. That was him. That was him. And the wedding was real also. The wedding was real. Damn, Sagi chose violence this morning. God damn. I ain't choose violence this morning, Saki. I'm trying to avoid the violence today. Maybe later tonight. Maybe tonight. After. It's too early for that shit. It's too early for it. Shit, that's Sagi. Sagi said, I woke up, fuck these people. I ain't got all that. I'm not feeling completely 100%, so I ain't got the energy for that. Okay, Gina. I'll message you. I'll message you. But that was it. I was just like I saw it. I enjoyed the halftime show. Um, supposedly it broke the record for most viewed. It broke last year's record of Kendrick Lamar. Um, it was a great performance. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's like my kids was dancing and all that stuff. And I was just like, well, that was just supposed to be enjoyed. That was the whole purpose of the Super Bowl thing. Enjoy it, have a good time, dance, watch it. That's the whole purpose of it. That's it. Yeah. And that's why he put little references all over. He put it there. Um, when Ricky Martin came out, that was him showing that it was like, hey, Ricky Martin was one of the big artists that they had in America, which basically had to turn to English in order to keep on being publicized because they stopped publicizing him a lot because he was Spanish. But he's been American the whole time and he was making shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, and that was it. Ricky Martin was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think Lady Gaga was gonna be. That was surprising to see Lady Gaga. I thought it was gonna be Cardi B, but Cardi B was in the fucking in the little stand. It was fucking Pedro Pascal, Cardi B, Carol G, and Jessica Alba that were in there. And that was surprising. I found that surprising. And then they had Ricky Martin come out. I was just like, I saw him. I was just like, damn, I haven't seen this dude in ages. Yeah. The fact that that was a real wedding was cool. That was something that a lot of people don't understand, that was an actual real wedding. That was them actually getting married there. I was surprised with Lady Gaga doing that rendition. It was pretty good too. I was just like, it's all the things that people can do. It's just like a lot of people don't realize. It's just like there's a lot of shit people can do. It's a lot of people that can sing, a lot of people that do and go through that stuff. It's not, it's not out of this world type shit. You know what I'm saying? People sometimes make it like it's out of this world. It's like, no, that was a good performance. Good performance all around. They have stuff for the culture. Yeah, that's crazy though, Gina, that he did that because they did invite him and he was like, "Fuck it, we'll just do it for the Super Bowl." Like, you know how crazy that is that you was just like, "I want to get married and we gonna invite you, but you know what? Fuck it, we just gonna put you in front of the whole fucking world." Now everybody, bro, those two can't get divorced now. You just can't. I'm sorry, you just can't. You can't get divorced. I don't give a fuck what happens between those two. They can't get divorced. You just can't. After that, that shit was sealed by the whole fucking world. That's it. You can't get divorced after that. You just can't. I'm sorry. You just can't. Ruby, what you boycotting? No, just like you just can't. That shit, bro. The whole world seeing you get married, bro. That's it. You know. Yo, you know what? You know what's crazy? They wedding got more views than Jeff Bezos did, and he paid 50 million for his shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. You know how crazy that is? Your your wedding was bigger than fucking Jeff Bezos, and you ain't have to spend all that money. Bezos was punching air that whole fucking Bad Bunny. I could have done this shit too. I would have saved myself some fucking money. Bro, that's crazy. That is what you call crazy. Jeff Bezos punching the air right now, like these motherfuckers done made all this shit happen, and here I am spending all this money to try to make sure nobody bothers me in Venice. Ain't nobody give a shit. But I know, look, Sagi, I know we ain't nobody gonna be able to tell a Puerto Rican anything for the rest of the year. That's it. I already know this. I already know this. This shit is like written in fucking stone. Can't tell a Puerto Rican shit the rest of the year. This Bad Bunny fucking performance is gonna last the whole rest of the year. They just gonna be like, look, we were at the Super Bowl. Where the fuck were you at? You say Eugene, you say you can't wait till the Native Americans. Native Americans are put on a fucking display of all the fucking. That's the thing though. That's what I think made it that people didn't understand is like El Super Tazón. It was just like that's the thing is just showing that the thing is like you have all these fucking cultures that belong to the United States. All these cultures are still a part of the United States. If you seen some of the tribal dances that the Native Americans be having, man, that shit would be lit. All those cultures, and that's why he brought all those flags out at the end. Cause there's all those flags, all those people that a lot of people don't like, don't want, are a lot of those people that are still in this country and make this country what it is. I just blocked them. I ain't got time for that shit. You want to carry 100% Puerto Rican song? You what? What the fuck? How you gonna try to carry a Puerto Rican passport? Like, bro, it's the same shit. What are you talking about? You sounding like MAGA now. Talk about I'm gonna carry a Puerto Rican passport. You sound like MAGA right now with that shit. Talk about I'm gonna carry a Puerto Rican passport. You definitely sound like MAGA with some shit like that. That's the MAGA comment of the year. Why don't they carry their Puerto Rican passports? Cause they're American, you dumb fucks. God dang. Damn it, Soggy, I wasn't trying to start that shit. He said you blocked him faster than I can. Bro, I ain't got time. They was like, come on, TikTok. I already know you're gonna try to restrict me anyway. You're gonna send some dumbass to be racist. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, you know it comes, they come in waves. Imagine they should. It was like, where's your Puerto Rican passport? And be like, I'm American. So are they. Like, what the fuck? What? I was just like, bro, it was just like they're all American. Every single one of them is American. If you have a problem with the fact that an American performance was done during the American Super Bowl, maybe you should talk to your politicians about fixing the education system in your state. Because if you didn't know that Puerto Rico was part of the U.S., you should definitely go out and vote for another dumbass to keep on leading you. Because, damn, you know how dumb you got to be to not know that Puerto Rico is part of the United States? Like, it wasn't like these motherfuckers just came out of nowhere. Imagine not knowing that shit. Imagine not realizing that. Oh, and also, I'm probably going to decide to just the vet awareness project thing. I'm probably just going to do both of these lives on there. I don't give a shit anymore. Um, Priority is to help veterans though on this live, and then when it comes to our regular talks that we have, I'll be doing it on the other live. But when it comes to veteran stuff, I'll do it. Yeah. Puerto Rico. Did you talk to the Puerto Rican president? Did you talk to the Puerto Rican president? Did you talk to the Puerto Rican president? I just need to know if y'all spoke to the Puerto Rican president. He hung up on God dang. Cause you know these Puerto Rican presidents these days be acting a fool. I'm just saying. Puerto Rican presidents be acting a fucking fool lately. I don't know the fuck they finding them, but they be acting a fool. These fucking Puerto Rican presidents. Uh, who the fuck let these guys in? Who the fuck let the Puerto Rican president in, bro? You know what? That's what we gonna call him. The Puerto Rican president acting a fool. Cause when I say that, they ain't gonna recognize who the fuck I'm talking about. These people, you know how confused you gonna leave people when you talk about the Puerto Rican president? You know how confused these motherfuckers gonna be? Hey, TikTok, the Puerto Rican president is a fucking fool. The Puerto Rican president is a dumbass. The Puerto Rican president shits himself. Said, I don't know. Let me see the Caucasian in this guy. He said, Todd, the Puerto Rican president said to leave him alone. Mm, that's a tough one. T- Tell the Puerto Rican president, I said he need to get the fuck out president. We need another one. Because he ain't doing his job in Puerto Rico. Tell him I said that. Tell the Puerto Rican president, I told you to tell the Puerto Rican president that he needs to get the fuck out on this shit. Oh, he ain't got time for that? Oh. That's a, y'all remember when the Puerto Rican president was shooting the fucking paper towels? I think it was because he probably shit himself on the other ones. That's why he couldn't hand them to people. Now it make fucking sense. That's why he didn't want to hand it to people because he didn't want them shitty ass diapers on there. He didn't want his shit hands over there, so he just threw them at people. You know, Kobe. He want Puerto Rican president dirty, bro. I'm just, I'm, I blame Soggy for this. I was doing good till Soggy came here. Well, if Soggy would have just been nice since the fucking beginning, I wouldn't have got. I was doing okay, and Soggy came with his shit, and then look at me now. Now I'm talking shit about the Puerto Rican president. Ah, damn. I don't want to see those hands. I don't want to see those hands. Uh-uh. Damn Puerto Rican president. Can't stand his ass. Glad he wasn't at the fucking Super Bowl. He didn't go, right? I don't think he was there. I don't think he was there. Where all the Puerto Ricans at? I need more Puerto Ricans in here. Morning, Carla. Nah, he was too mad. Where all the Puerto Ricans at? I need more Puerto Ricans in here. TikTok, send me some Puerto Ricans. I want to talk about the Puerto Rican president. That man getting the Puerto Rican president getting tired of being booed everywhere he go. Ain't nobody watched the damn Turning Point shit. Turning Point couldn't even afford to fucking buy the licensing to fucking be publicized everywhere else. Turning Point gonna be like, we had like 30 million people. Bitch. Bad Bunny had like 142. What are you saying? What is you saying? You gonna tell me that people watch that shit more when people don't even know how to get on YouTube and search facts? That's odd. I seen that song. Yeah, I seen that video. I seen that video. I seen that video by who is Triv. I've seen that video. I didn't watch Green. I missed Green Day. I did miss Green Day. You know he watched it. That's why. The funny thing is that he posted before the even shit happened, so that's why it was questionable. He already posted that the shit was bad. He posted it before the actual performance had actually happened. Yeah, I've seen what's happening in Italy. The difference is, Sagi, in Italy, those people cannot carry their weapons. Here they can. That's the only difference. It's the only difference. That's why Italy's doing what it's doing. Because ICE cannot use any kind of force over there because they are a foreign entity. That is the difference. ICE being in Italy is a foreign entity and a foreign government, so they hold no absolute weight. None at all. So if they get their ass beat, that's a problem with the Italian government. They got no business doing that. You ain't sending people to protect. Since when do you send us? What part of the border is Italy? Which part of that? Yes, I did see Chris Brown as dumbass. Like, why is Chris Brown still getting fucking limelight? That's my question. Why is Chris Brown getting any kind of limelight? Who the fuck pays attention to Chris Brown anymore? I was just like, bro, that's the problem I have with society. Society always wants to talk about we want to do things the right way, but you keep giving Chris Brown limelight. Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna. And motherfuckers didn't cancel him then. And then you wonder why we got fucking pedophiles and people that don't fucking protect or fucking women the whole fucking time. Then we wonder. Then we wonder why people think it's okay. This man beat the shit out of Rihanna. You had the proof, and then they still gave him limelight. And then people wonder, just like, well, why do women get treated this way? Well, when a fucking dude does that, you don't fucking arrest him. You don't do anything towards him, and he gets away. Shit, did he even get any time for hitting her the way he did? Case in point, no one hear none of that shit about Chris Brown, dumbass. Yeah, like no, I don't want to hear that shit. Cause that's the problem that we have with society. That's the problem we have in society. That we have people like that doing this shit and nothing happens to them. That's the real issue. So it's just like, what you want, bro? I heard you fucking shit up over there. You trying to do the same here? Get up here. I'm not gonna tell you again, because if you don't, I'm gonna tell your ass to stay up. This Oh, you on? Motherfucker purr so loud. All you hear is my wife yelling at him. Get down from there. Leave that shit alone. He's like, you ain't about to do that shit in here. You was not about to do that shit in here. You will fly the fuck out this room. You gonna end up looking like Bad Bunny when he fell off the stage. Like, fuck around, and start fucking around. Fuck out of here. This motherfucker going you gonna hear the fucking "I believe I can fly" come out his ass. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. We don't play that shit here. We don't play that shit here. Bro, I don't like the fact that you're shedding so much, bro. You're gonna have to do something about that. I liked you as a kitten when you didn't have any hair shedding. Now this man just leaves me with fucking hair all over the damn place. Hold on, so y'all can see this. I don't know if y'all can see this. So shit. It's too early. I ain't paying Vegas. I ain't paying shit. It's still too early. He ain't getting no damn food. He get his food at noon. He ain't gonna suckle me for shit. He said we basically. Motherfucker, did you just Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what happened to your ass. You bite me, I bite back. This motherfucker done lost his mind. Fuck. Motherfucker bit me, I bite him back. We don't play that shit here. I was like, you gonna bite me, I'm gonna bite you back. That's why he looked at me like, oh shit, this motherfucker actually bit me. He always do that. He always be caught. He be surprised as shit when I bite him back. I was like, nah, bro, we ain't playing that shit. You gonna learn that if you bite me, I'm gonna bite you back. You gonna learn I'm not the one to bite. You can bite somebody else in this house. You ain't biting me. Is my shit on delay on YouTube? That's what I'm trying to see. He's like, oh shit, I ain't know you did that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all see him. Yep. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all do that. Look, if y'all get a kitten, y'all gotta teach him quick. He bites you, you bite him back. He gonna look at you like, what? And then he gonna think about the next time he bites you. Next time it might just be that little. He might just put the teeth on you just to let you know, like, hey, bro. What did P Hegs have? I didn't see what P Hegs have said. You gonna get off? Yes, because you are, bro. Just like you know what it is. That's the thing about cats. Like I just groomed him. I got hair in my mouth now because I fucking bit his ass. That's the see now. That's one of the things. That's one of the things I was looking into too, and it was just like you want to end shit because Harvard is too woke. Harvard has produced some of the fucking smartest minds and biggest leaders we have in this fucking country. But you want to say because they're too woke, you're gonna end applications for them to do. Like, come on, bro. I'm tired of these people. These people are trying to find any which way to try to anger people to make it seem like people ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing when they themselves haven't done the fucking shit. It was like, bro, you ain't even a top fucking soldier in the fucking country when you served. You weren't even a top soldier. Nobody knew who the fuck you were. And you acting like you the big dog now because you got a little bit of power. So, oh my God. Oh, these people are doing bad. No, bro, you that's the stupidity of it. And that's what it is, and that's the thing that people keep falling for, like, oh, it's woke and stuff like that. I was like, you mean to tell me that a fucking opportunity for a service member to work with Harvard to do any kind of internship or anything that would help them prosper at the end of their career once they get out is something that you want to take away because they're woke? Do you know what that is to have one of those partnerships with any kind of university that is at the top level when you get out of fucking the military? That's already setting you up for a better future from your time in service. A lot of schools don't do that. A lot of schools don't have programs like that. A lot of programs don't have skill bridge programs like I was like, you gonna close the door for something that you didn't even open. You know what I'm saying? Like to come up with something like that is pretty crazy. He's not the brightest person. He's not the he is the worst person that we have seen as Secretary of War. The fuck, Secretary of War? But here you are being a bitch, blowing up fucking boats in the middle of the water. If that isn't the biggest bitch shit I've seen, I don't know what the fuck is. Now you can find dumber, busy. You can find dumber. Trust me. We can find dumber. It's the military. We can find dumber. Well, the military got some. That's all I gotta say. The military be having some. The military be having some. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. The military be having some. Some that'll make you question yourself. It's like, damn, was it? Am I really like? Is shit really this hard, or is it just? Am I stupid? That's how a lot of these people be leaving you. Am I stupid, or am I the? That's how these people be leaving you sometimes. And you start questioning your intelligence. Like, is it me? Ty, exactly. Am I'm just. I must have gotten dumb. It got to be me. Cause damn, that, that's what you be hearing. Everybody's like, damn, they just let anybody up in this bitch. The military always doing that. You always hearing people in the military, they just let anybody up in this bitch. I was like, damn. You just let anybody up in this fucking place. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, how the fuck? How the hell y'all figure this was the Vegas? Vegas knows. Vegas knows. Gina knows. Anybody's in the military can attest to that. That they'll just be like, man, they just let anybody up in this bitch. They let anybody. There's no discrimination. The military, look, the military lets people in. The military will have some bright ass minds that are wasting their time in the military. And then they will have dumb people that is just like, damn, bro. It was just like, yo, ASVAB score had to be like a 3. And they were just hurting for people that they just still let you in. They still let you in. That's when you know shit is bad. When the military talks about dropping standards, they don't really give a fuck about the weight shit. They don't give a fuck about that. Because if you go into basic training, you gonna get fit. You gonna get fit no matter how big or whatever. You gonna be able to pass a PT test. They don't give a fuck about the weight shit. Unless you have like asthma or you have like severe mental health issues, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about that shit. Because they'll work you out till you get in shape. You could be hell out of shape and you go in there, you're going to be fit as fuck after that. Or you're going to be fit enough to pass the fucking PT test. But when it comes to stupidity, they'll allow anybody in. Because it's just like, yo, you dumb as rocks. As long as you can follow instructions, we work with you. As long as you know who the president of Puerto Rico is, we'll fuck with you. If you don't know who the president of Puerto Rico is, we'll still fuck with you. Either way. Either way. Like Cat Williams says, either way. Yep. Either way. They gonna let them motherfuckers in. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn if you know where Puerto Rico is, who Puerto Rico is, or how Puerto Rico is. Damn, look, y'all, according to TikTok, they don't have enough information to actually have anything worthwhile, so they send these people in here. According to TikTok. According to TikTok, though. That's according to TikTok. This is the standard that they set on this app. Gotta love that old TikTok, huh? Now you gotta notice because TikTok is hurting for views right now because they ain't got anybody doing weird dances or anything like that. Or just like, bro, don't nobody give a fuck about that shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about the Epstein. I don't give a fuck about the Epstein files no more. I don't. So you can go somewhere else to go talk about them. That's it. Another one blocked. I was like, I ain't got time for that, man. I was like, I ain't got time to talk about the fucking Epstein files no more. You want to talk about them? Arrest somebody. Yeah, exactly. How you gonna say that, right? Right, Ty? You see what I'm saying? It was just like TikTok be trying its hardest to try to get people to fucking do it. Because the thing is They want either you to talk about them in a way to make people forget, or they want you to talk about them so that that way they can start mass reporting you, so that that way they can start saying that you are saying misinformation, and then you're bullying them because you're talking shit to them so that they can report you. That's all TikTok does now. That's all it is. And that's what people need to realize. When they send bots like that, it's to try to change the subject to something that they can try to fucking manipulate the situation. That's why I was just like, TikTok, like I said, most of the time I'll just be doing these, most likely it'll be these veteran chats and stuff like that. I'll still have my other one, and it was just like, stupidity has been winning and it'll continue to win with these people. That's not gonna change. Stupidity's not gonna change, bro. Not with these dumbasses. It's not gonna get any better. These people, but that's the talking point that they need. Because the thing is look, I said, as soon as I said I don't want to talk about them shits anymore, he was like, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, because pedophiles is happy when people stop talking about them. Pedophiles is happy when they want to fucking move past them. Busy, even if you, the thing is it's not even being stupid anymore. Because one thing is to be stupid, and then another thing is to not have morals. But to not have morals and be stupid is worse. Because the thing is we can be dumb, but we still have fucking morals. That's the big difference now. Because the thing is you can be dumb as shit, but you already know pedophiles is not a. You can be dumb as rocks. You know you're not supporting pedophiles. You don't got to be smart. But if you ain't got no morals, you out here trying to protect them. It's not even that, Mel. The issue I have with it is the fact that nobody has been arrested, nobody has been shot, nobody has been killed, nobody has been castrated, nobody has been dismembered, nobody has been disemboweled. None of this has happened to any of these people. None of them. Todd, if these were people of color running this, look at what happened. Look at how quick you seen R. Kelly get hung up. Look how fast you seen them trying to do Michael Jackson. Look how quickly you seen them do fucking Bill Cosby. You mean to tell me all these black artists, which if they did wrong, they belong in fucking jail. But all these black artists did some shit. Damn, they quick to put them in jail, put them on trial, put them ruin their life. But all these other motherfuckers, they get to resign. Word. They just get to resign. So if you resigning because of these allegations, that means you knew what was going on. Meaning your ass deserves to be in jail. Bill Gates apologizing, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're apologizing. You should lose all your fucking wealth. Because you should be in jail. Motherfuckers is like, oh my God, they lost their position. Oh, but they're still rich. Oh, they still have money. So basically the same money that they were using to protect and continue this thing, they still have. So literally now, they just don't have the title, but they can still keep doing it. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I just know the Second Amendment lives well and true in this home. And best believe it will be used. So if I go missing for a long ass time, y'all probably just watch the news somewhere. If it came out of Kansas, busy would be the one. I ain't gonna lie to you, busy. I'm sorry. It's just that it's at that point. It's at that point because the thing is if this country can't protect my kids from pedophiles, I'm gonna protect them from pedophiles. That's it. It's the easiest way of putting it. It's the easiest way of fucking putting it. It's that simple. I'm done with the whole court system and doing this and I'm just like, nah, clearly you see that the courts is not doing what they're supposed to do because you have the evidence. No, that's why I'm tired. Y'all can see the bags in my eyes. I'm tired. I'm trying to spend as much as I can with my kids. I'm tired. It was just like, you know what, with this whole Epstein releasing thing and all that stuff, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm tired. I was just like, that's why I don't even do like the veteran stuff. I've slowed down on stuff because my mind is not in the, what would you say? My mind is not in that usual sense of being a helpful, not asking for anything person. My mind has gone to a more survival for me and my kind of thing. It's the best way to explain it. Can't really create content and think about making content when your thought process is not in actually helping people, but it's more protecting your people. It's not the same thing. I was like, I know I got to, Todd, but the thing is at the same time, my concern isn't the rest of y'all. I'm sorry to say that, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. My concern is not y'all. I'll try to assist as best I can, but y'all not my concern. My concern are the three kids I got and my wife. That's being honest as fuck with y'all. That's my concern. I do the best I can and I do this, but it's not my y'all not my concern. Morning, Athena. So sorry to say that. Y'all, it's as real as I can be with y'all. Y'all not my concern. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for all the chats, all the laughs. But I'm doing the best I can, and I give out the information I can. I try to drop knowledge every day I can. I try to drop as much knowledge or possible knowledge that I can possibly give to anybody and everybody. At the end of the day, my concern is my kids. That's it. So that's for y'all that have kids, I know it's the same way. Yeah, I ain't gonna give a fuck about me if something gotta happen to your kids. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And you know what? I ain't gonna be mad at you. I'm gonna understand you fully. If you got kids or you got family close by or whatever the case, I understand fully your thought process because I'm not mad at you. Because I fully understand what you thinking. And that's the thing. It's just like, yeah, I speak out on shit like that. That's why I was just like the whole instances and the stuff that's happening. It's just like you start realizing that it's just like we do live in a sick fucking world. This is a sick fucking world. Because the thing is this is the stuff that they're showing us. We don't even know what they're not showing us. But at the same time, those same people are being protected. Especially that busy. You see, You see grown ass fucking men trying to attack kids. Grown ass men. That dude that got arrested in Texas was 45 years old, and he went to try to hit a female teenager. Not even an adult, which wouldn't have made it right either. But this man got out his car to confront a kid. He got his ass beat. He should have gotten shot, Vegas. Should have gotten shot. Because that's why he thought he was tough, because he went after kids. But if it's an open carry state, he should have gotten shot. Exactly. And that's the telling part, because if you telling me that you want to try to abuse on a younger kid, I could only imagine if he has kids. I could only imagine if he has family. I could only imagine the things he's done before he turned 45. And that's the thing most people don't talk about, and they stay away from him. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just tired. And busy. That's the thing. That's the thing. Just like something like that happens to my kids. Y'all gonna hear about it. That's like I said. That's when I'm gonna start asking for y'all donations. So I need bail money. But it's gonna be a couple of donations. Cause the thing is I'm gonna need bail money to get out and go beat their ass again. Then I'm gonna need bail money again after that. Cause I'm gonna go beat their ass again. I'm gonna beat their ass till I can't get out of jail. That's gonna be their safety net. It's gonna be a recurring. This shit ain't. This shit's gonna be an ongoing GoFundMe. They gonna ban this bitch. Yeah, exactly. they they're gonna be like, look, your bail is set at state of fucking jail. You ain't going fucking nowhere. Ain't nobody paying you out. You seem to have this prepared that everybody. You seem to make the money to get out of bail all the time and keep beating this person's ass. So you know what? We just gonna keep your ass here. That's gonna be the safety measure. He got the money, but no. Yeah, the thing is he's what these people don't understand is that they tough guys on the outside, but once you go into the inside, you know people that fucking do things to kids and stuff like that get taken care of in jail. So he'll get his. But best believe if I get my chance, I'ma get mine before. No, it's gonna happen. That man, you know what it is to have a fucking crosshair on your back the rest of your life. Second Amendment ain't gonna keep you alive from everything. That's all I know. Did I not change? For some people, it ain't common sense because the thing is, for some people, they just think they above it all. Why isn't this shit saving? What the fuck? People just don't. It's not. It's not common sense. It's like most of these people never had common sense. Most of these people just had their thought process that they grew up with. And that's the thing that most people don't understand. A lot of these people grew up with this thought process that they can do whatever the fuck they want. They grew up in these communities where they did things like this and they got away with it. To have that, that's a thought process. That's a mentality. That's not common sense. Because common sense knows you don't hit kids, especially not your own kids. Do you know that for a fact? That would be common sense. But that's something that you probably got raised up thinking that you can go up to somebody else's kids, badmouth them, talk shit to them, hit them, or whatever the case, and just walk away from it because the kid wouldn't be able to do anything. Because you know that's not the first instance. If he was able to do that in broad daylight, come out to a group of kids, you know that wasn't the first time. No, it was the first time he thought he could do that to people. That definitely wasn't the first time that son of a bitch did that shit. But like I said, I'm tired, and that's the thing. That's what this fucking Puerto Rican president has caused. And just that stupidity and that ignorance to come out. They just act bold now. They act bolder, they act tougher when they really not. And that's it. That's why most of them keep their mouth shut. Most of them is only tough when they got a mask on. Most of them is mostly tough when the thing. The amount of shit I've seen, the amount of shit I've seen just on like post busy here in Kansas. The amount of the amount of hatred I've seen on the post here in Kansas. Just even the news, just Facebook posts of groups in Kansas. It tells you a lot. You see it a lot. You see the racism, you see the ignorance, you see the hatred of some of these people. And they all got the same makeup, same fucking look, same hillbilly ass, don't know how to fucking read, never got an education fucking thought process. It's all the same. I was like, nah, these are gonna be the same people that are gonna be asking and crying for benefits and asking for all these um programs when nobody's fucking with them. What's up, Fairy? It's gonna be the same people. It's gonna be the same people that wonder just like, why don't people talk? Why don't people talk to me? Oh, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be the loneliness epidemic, but it's gonna be stretched. It's not just gonna be the white male lone epidemic. It's gonna be the fucking racist lonely epidemic. Because nobody's gonna talk to these people. Nobody's gonna associate with these people. Nobody's gonna want to have a conversation with these people. We don't have nothing of mutual interest to actually talk about that we should help you benefit from anything. Plain and simple. There's nothing else around that. There really isn't. Really isn't. Now they won't even have each other because they don't even stand each other political. These people don't even stand each other. These people don't talk to each other. They don't even know who the fuck they are next to each other. They only they only coincide with each other because they racist. Otherwise, these people don't talk to each other. The only thing that unites them is them being fucking racist. Besides that, these people don't communicate with each other. These people don't talk or interact with each other. They don't do none of that shit. Oh, just like the people, because that's the thing. The ones that want to talk about reconciliation, busy, are the ones that voted for Trump and seen wrong now. Now all of a sudden it was just like, well, we want to make it up to you. Fuck you. Have that. Go play along with that. I was just like, I'm done with that. I'm done. I've gotten to the point where I'm done. I'm tired. Like I said, I'm tired. I don't give a fuck if I grew up with you. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like I tell people, hands is rated E for everyone. Oh, that made it even worse, Ty. When I seen that shit, I was just like, damn, y'all excuse that. It's bad because you know, it's some shit when even the fucking, not even all the black Republicans were like, this is terrible. I was like, if you don't get your bitch ass out my face with that nonsense. It's like, cause that's the thought process of these people, and just like it was just like I don't stand for it. My family doesn't stand for it, and I'm not raising kids to stand for it. That's it. There's nothing that's gonna tell me that y'all actually standing up for something good when this is what y'all doing. You just can't. You can't tell me that you have been trying to be successful with this thought process. It was like you can't. I was like, even with my veteran shit, I don't give a fuck. At this point, it's just like, yo, if you MAGA, don't come into my fucking lives. I don't want to help you. And that's crazy for me to say. I want to help every veteran. But if you're a MAGA veteran, go find a MAGA fucking helper. I don't want you in my fucking lives. I don't want you in my discussions. I don't want you anything to do with anything that will help you benefit at the end of the day. That's it. And like I said, that's that like I said, for me to get to that point where I'm saying that I don't care about helping MAGA veterans is already a point where y'all know I've had enough. Cause I'll help every veteran. But it's at that point where it's just like, nah. Yeah, because that's the thing. Looking out for that's what I'm saying, Ty. It's just like I look out for everybody. I don't pick and choose who I want to look out for and stuff like that. But if you are choosing that you would rather fuck people over and screw people over, you don't deserve any fucking help. If you willing to screw somebody over, that means I shouldn't be willing to help you because you willing to screw somebody over just to do better. I'm not helping you for that. It's like I ain't got the time to argue with these people anymore. There's no point to it. People want to do that with just like if they're a MAGA follower and they're a veteran, most chances are you're in a bigger fucking hole than you were before because you wanted to listen to this dumbass. It's not about voting blue. It's not about voting blue. It's about voting for the right people. Doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat, it's voting for the right people. If you are a MAGA Republican, you shouldn't be voted for. But that doesn't mean that a Republican can't be conservative and have actual good policies that may work. It's about voting for the right people. Because even though they fucking blue, don't mean, look at fucking Chuck Schumer. He's been blue. Cory Booker. He's been blue. Jeffries. He's been blue. And look how much of the bullshit that they've been doing. It's just like, oh, we're gonna give partial funding to ICE, but they have to have better training. Better training what? To shoot better at us? It was just like these motherfuckers have been breaking the fucking law the whole fucking time, and you want to talk about giving them funding to train them better when motherfuckers can't listen to the fucking judicial warrants that they have, which ain't even signed and don't have the person's name? Fuck out of here. Get your bro. I'm gonna fuck you up. This dude clawing at my fucking chair. I ain't buying another one. You put a hole in it. I'm gonna put a hole in his fucking bed. Keep it up. Keep it up. Call you Patches from here on out. You know, just like that's what it is. And that's what people need to resort to. It's just like we need new people across the board. Anybody that's been there, gone. Anybody that's been in office, gone. I don't give a fuck. Anybody that's been in office, gone. You haven't done a good enough fucking job because you allowed this to continue. Gone. You get any funding that's not from your state, gone. That's it. I was like, it's a whole new thing. It was just like you got too many fucking old ass people that were the same ones, like how they said for the fucking Bad Bunny thing. It was just like these same people that were asking for a different halftime show are the same ones that were asking for a different water fountain. All these people were there. If you in your 80s, you were still there. The only motherfucker I seen that was fucking marching with anybody was Bernie fucking Sanders. Y'all were all fucking there. That's the only one. Bernie Sanders is the only person I've seen that he was standing with fucking Martin Luther King. All these motherfuckers are just as old. Most of these people have been around since. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I don't fuck with Bernie either. Bernie, I only fuck with him because of that reason. Besides that, I don't fuck with Bernie either. His old ass need to go too. I was like, these motherfuckers seen this shit with their eyes. They were there at those protests. They seen this shit. And then they decided to become politicians to uphold and keep the same fucking segregation, discrimination, and all this shit going. What's up, DJ? It was like they've kept the same shit going. I was just like, nah, I'm not, I don't want to hear that shit no more. I'm tired of this nonsense. I was like, y'all were all alive. Y'all were all alive and young when all this shit happened. Y'all all seen this shit happen. Y'all all went through this shit. and y'all seen the troubles, and then y'all gonna try to act like, oh, ICE needs funding. But the thing is you're not gonna fucking do anything towards that. No, sorry, I'm about to get off in like 10 minutes. I'm not staying on for long. So I'm not even in the mood anymore. This shit. Now I was gonna talk veteran shit. I ain't even in the mood for the talk anymore. I was like, I was just like, you old. Move the fuck out the way. You holding up somebody's spot. You holding up a spot of somebody that can actually try to cause change that they will get to actually benefit from. I was just like, you fucking 80 years old. What the fuck does it matter what ICE does for you? You ain't worried about it. You've been in fucking Congress for 20 something all fucking years. I didn't really care who won, Soggy. I really didn't give a fuck about the game. I watched it. But I already knew the Seahawks was gonna win. Defense always wins. Whoever has the better defense always wins. That has never changed in the game of football. Patricia, that's not good news. The good news is that he died. That's good news. I like, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired. I'm tired of all this shit. Like I'm like like the professionalism and the fucking no, he ain't passed away. I'm saying that would be good news. He ain't died. They said somebody said who was it that said that? Who was it said that? Patricia said that he was in the hospital. I just said good news would be he dead. That's it. I'm tired, y'all. I'm like, yeah, you know what it is that y'all always seen that I was always in a good mood, always trying to, brighten the shit up, make fun of this shit. And I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. I was just like, being that good soul that I've been hasn't helped a motherfucking thing. I was just like, I think I've done enough in this world to help people. I think I've done enough in this world to help people that I can balance it out and tell these people to just die. I think I have a very big wager on one side of helping people and not being hateful towards people. I think I need to balance it out. I think it's time for me to balance it out. Now, Sagi, he ain't die. They just said he was in the hospital. I just said good news would have been he died. Also, that's why I was just like, yeah. As y'all see lately, my lives, I just don't even give a fuck. As y'all seen, as I continue to do these, I'm starting to give less and less. I'm starting to sound more. I'm starting to sound as hateful as MAGA does, which is a terrible thing. But at the same time, fuck them. Hope they health insurance don't cover their medication. Hope they can't fill their prescriptions. Hope they can't pay their heat bill. Hope they can't afford groceries. Hope they can't fix their car and can't make it to work to get money. Fuck them. What they gonna do to me? Report me? Nah, bitch, die. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't at this point. I get reported all the time. I don't give a fuck. He said, hope they microwave. You know what? I hope their transmission go out in the middle of the highway in the middle of a snowstorm. Hope you stuck there too. Nah, I just don't give a fuck anymore. It was like, what's the point? Because the thing is when I talk okay, I get reported. So might as well get reported for some real shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not actually get reported for saying some shit that I probably shouldn't have been saying? You don't think so? I think so. I just don't give a fuck. I was just like, I ain't making money off of these apps anyway. So what difference does it fucking make? Vegas, you'll get reported just by being Vegas. Sagi's the one that can say whatever the fuck he want and get away with it. No, Ty, because I've been doing worthwhile. I've been giving facts the whole time and I get reported. Might as well hope something evil on them. They do it on their lives. They're always talking some hot ass shit. They're always talking some nonsense. I hope that beat up truck they own finally gives the fuck out. Cause you know all of them drive some beat up ass fucking vehicle that either the windshield been broken for like 3 years, it got like two hubcaps. Like, come on, I don't want to. Don't come at me with y'all nonsense. It's like nah, nah. They've been making that shit last time for the past 10 years because they haven't been able to afford another fucking car. Talk about it still holding up. Get the fuck out of here with your beat ass shit. Go get a real job. It's always the same ones too. Talking about I work so hard, then bitch, why you so broke? Who the fuck works that hard and still broke? Who the fuck works that hard and can't fix their windshield? Talk about I fix it myself. Clearly you didn't. The shit look exactly the same. You couldn't even afford to get a new one. You just duct taped the shit. Like, come on now. I hope they get that taxes on their overtime. Oh my bad, they already getting that. My bad. My bad. My bad. Matter of fact, I hope they fuck up your hours. Put it like that. I hope they fuck up your hours. I, I'm I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. I is tired. There's no I is tired. It's just too much stupidity, too much constant stupidity to go off of. Just like it's just too much to actually try to be nice. Saga, they already got some shitty ass draws. Said that's a command. Nah, dumb motherfuckers already do that and be like, "Oh no, I was working on the car." Nah, bro, you shit yourself. Go wash yourself, you dirty fuck. Like, god damn, dirty ass fucking people. Always smelling like a pack of Newports. Why, bro? Why? You smoking them hundreds? Like, damn, bro. Relax on that shit. I could smell you from 3 blocks away. Like, damn, the wind blew you to me. Like, the fuck is wrong with y'all? I know the water bill, bro. Soggy, the water bill is high, bro. That's why these motherfuckers don't shower. They think they back in Europe in the fucking 1500s, showering every like fucking 3 weeks and shit. Talk about I smell okay. No, the fuck you don't, bitch. Just call the cops on your ass. Dumbass fucking people, I swear. Man, fuck Dr. Oz too. These motherfuckers. Tired of these people. Tired. Y'all funny as I needed that laugh. Needed that laugh. Oh shit! I needed that laugh. I needed that. I needed that laugh. Bro, they do that like it's crazy, man. People is disgusting, man. It's like disgusting. You have bad hygiene. You have bad morals. You have bad intelligence. Like, why don't you just die? It'd make the world that much easier. The world would be that much more successful if y'all just didn't exist. Imagine having to worry about somebody that don't believe in washing their legs or feet because it drips down their body. With all the fucking technology we've come out with, this is the assessment you came up with? All the technology, all the new fucking water hoses, all the new fucking. This is what your willpower told you to do. With all these soap brands, it told you I'm not gonna wash this area. Who the fuck in my front door? FedEx dropping some shit. Hold on. Bro, like this is what you came like why the fuck do we have technology if we got these dumbass people? I know this dude got a why is he still at my door? Hold on. I'll be back, y'all. I think I got a sound. Yep. What happened? What I missed? Yeah, nah, because the thing is I got cameras in my house, so there was a delivery. The FedEx dude was out at my door, and the thing is usually they just leave the package, but the dude stood there and he stayed there. So I was like, oh, it's one of those. I need a signature type shit. So I went up and I had to sign for some shit. That's all. Cause it was just like I don't want because if they stay there for like more like usually them motherfuckers just throw that shit. They don't give a fuck. Sent. You know how them motherfuckers be doing that shit. They be fucking launching that shit, take a picture, it's like, look what's at the front door, and they be dipping. So the fact that this dude was standing there with the package in front, I was just like, I gotta sign for this shit. I don't order some shit my wife ordered. Probably the NSA agent trying to see if I'm home. It was like, dude, you get shot up in this motherfucker. I got cameras for that reason. It was like, ain't nobody sneaking up on me. So, Tulsi Gabbard would have gotten shot, Tagi. You're not gonna impersonate anybody in this. I seen a big ass FedEx vehicle. If you're impersonating a FedEx person and you try to break into my house, you better hope I don't get to it. That's all I'm saying. It was like motherfuckers be tossing it. You just toss it. And, they got to take that picture. The amount of times that I've sometimes like I've been outside or doing something, I'm gonna grab to him and say, "Hey man, I gotta take the picture for it." I'm like, all right, bro, I'm grabbing it from you, bro. What the fuck you need to take a picture? You want me to hold it for you saying I got it? Like the fuck? Like, oh, here come the big dog. Big dog in the house. Come here, bro. Come here. Hmm? Now here's the chunker. The little one sent in the reinforcements. How far behind is it? Yep. And the other one just comes right behind them. Trying to act like I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. He just came down here. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. He just decided to come talk to you. I was just here because he came over here. See? And you know how I know he did that? He don't even want to look at me right now. The small one don't even want to look at me. He like this the whole time, like, oh, I'm not. I ain't making no eye contact with him because then he gonna know. Like, bitch, I already know what the fuck y'all do. Bro, what grass do you got in your fucking paw? When the fuck did you go outside? The fuck? Bitch ass kids. Alright, bro, I got you. Give me like 2 minutes. He don't come into my room. Casey does not come into my room. Rarely. I leave the door open, whatever. This cat has barely. I've been here within this house for 4 years now, going on 4 years. This cat has maybe stepped in here maybe a total of like 30 times. But they get fed at 12, Tony. They get fed at 12. These two be acting like I be starving them. It was like I'm 30 minutes early for them. It was like they ain't here like they haven't been fed. They ate this morning. It's their wet food that they get at noon. But damn, it's not even 12 yet. I feed them. Look, they get automatically fed at 7 in the morning. They get half a cup of food each on each one of their feeders. Half a cup of half a cup one side, half a cup on the other side. How they disperse that, that's their own personal problem. I ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all can deal with that shit. Y'all figure it out between yourselves. They get each a full can of fucking wet food at noon, and then they get the other half of the cup at 8 o'clock at night. I ain't starving these motherfuckers. Have you seen this cat? This motherfucker healthy. This motherfucker's 20 pounds. Y'all not gonna tell me I'm starving a cat that's 20 pounds. I'm sorry, you just not. You just not. Prove it. Prove it. You you not gonna tell me exactly. So I don't want to hear anything about me starving a 20-pound cat. Where the fuck you heard that at? It was like, oh my god, he starves him. He's 20 pounds. Prove it. The fuck? But the thing is he's a big ass cat. He's not a small cat. He's a large cat. Because the thing is, he's 20 pounds. You know, when you hear a cat that's 20 pounds, you see some like Garfield looking dude. No, this dude looks like he's a regular cat. He's just 20 fucking pounds. Look at this guy. That doesn't look like an overweight cat. The cat don't even look overweight. He's 20 pounds. Yeah, exactly. He's a long ass cat. Yeah, it is a big. He's a big cat. And then look at the other one. I got some monster size ass fucking cats. Y'all not gonna tell me I'm starving these two. They just like to act a damn fool. It's long, big ass cat. This dude is 20 pounds. Ain't none of y'all would have told me if y'all would have shown y'all this cat, y'all would have been like, oh, he looks like he's like 12 pounds or some shit. Ain't none of y'all would have been like he's 20 some pounds. Yeah, you know, this one is always that look. Look, he dying over here because he hasn't been fed. You see him? He's fed. They're starving. I'm not gonna survive, yo. Send help. Look at this. He died. He just died. He dead. Look, he dead. The dude done died on me. Like he dead. It was like he don't get fed enough. He dead. Look. What's up, Cobra? Look, he dead. Look, he ain't even moving his tail. As soon as I said that, he stopped moving his tail. And then you got the other one still here begging. Look how big this fucking muscular ass cut at. Big ass fucking cat. I'm telling you, I'd love for somebody to call any kind of services on me. I'm gonna be like, you starving these cats. I explain this. You can do squats with this motherfucker. What y'all talking about? The fuck? This motherfucker's a live weight. He might scratch, but you get a workout with this shit. Look at this guy. That's 20 pounds. That's 20 pounds. He lost a pound. And the only reason he lost it was because he lost a couple of teeth. That's the one that has. Imagine that. Imagine that you have surgery to take out your teeth and you only lose 1 pound. 1 pound. 1 pound. No, I'm not body shaming. I'm just saying, Lizette, that these people acting like they starving. Look, my other one is dead, acting dead like he didn't get fed enough. Dude done straight up died because he don't get enough food. You know how crazy that is? Dude died. Now that's how much I starved these cats. He did. Like literally. Surprised this one hasn't played dead out. Look at this. He ain't even he died. Dude done died on live. It was just like I'm not even late. I'm gonna be 26 minutes early because they get fed at 12 noon. This dude said I'm gonna be dead till he get up because as soon as I step up, as soon as I get up off this chair, this motherfucker goes spring back to life. What I say? What I say? What I say? Look, he already walking out talking about they about to give us some. This dude is like, nah, he's done this. He gets up sometimes. He doesn't always come out. See, look this. See, now he died. Now he died by the door. These damn fucking cats. You know what? I'm gonna holler at y'all later. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. These fucking starving ass fucking cats. Look, the other one came back. He was like, "Oh shit, you tricked me. I've been bamboozled." The audacity of this mother, bro. Actor of the year, bro. Y'all take care, y'all. As always, be good to one another. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Love one another. Stay marvelous while doing it, y'all. I'm just Cruz. I gotta go feed my supposedly famished cats. Um, I'll holla at y'all. We'll probably be on later on tonight. We'll talk a lot more shit and get banned then, but alright, bro, alright. They get it. You gotta get fed, bro. They understand. Let let y'all look at them before they go starving again. So I'm going to feed them now, y'all. Do I need to keep a diary or a schedule so to make sure that I'm not starving my cats? All right, y'all. Later. Let's end this.